waking up kind of sore like every morning during marathon prep, and honestly every morning during my life I'm always sore. But today, just like any other day, we're just gonna do the work, have you guys come on the vlog, and yeah, just train for this marathon prep. So yeah, one thing I do want to say is one misconception is, you know, when you train for a marathon, when you train, whether it's whatever you're training for, there's gonna be a point in time where you're sore. Now I have to say, I experience soreness on a daily, and if you think that I don't, you're extremely wrong. Like for example, like I could probably, okay, hold on. One more time. Okay, see, I'm not flexible, so that's one thing I have to work on. Maybe that's why I'm sore. Moral of the story is I've been training really hard lately. That's just what you gotta do for a marathon prep. So I guess that's what the consequence is, not being able to touch your toes or even be able to move without feeling pain, but.
Do that thing with your arm over your head.
Well, I don't know if this is because of muscle, but I'd say it's not because I'm not that big. But so supposedly you should be able to take this hand and touch this hand, and I can't do that. Like, I'm just not flexible. I need to work on that. Enough of the yapping. Let's go start our morning, get after it. We got easy 5 miles today. So let's get into the video. Time to get after it. Before every run, I'll get my carbohydrates in. So we got Go Bar. I'm gonna have this. Just chug a bit of coffee. Time to burn. Time to turn and burn. Just like that, we finished up 5 miles at 41 minutes total. I'm waiting for the pace, 7 minutes and 53 seconds. Now it's time to finish with AMRAP push-ups. One thing I want to talk about during the run is a lot of times I used to just go run on the easiest route, the easiest trail, because I cared about pace and time. And yeah, like obviously I still look at that, but one thing like I learned is like, and this whole marathon prep is, I'm not just doing this to you know, run the fastest race I can. Obviously I'm gonna give it everything I have, but I honestly could care less about the total time. I know I'm gonna push myself, and I sign up for this marathon, and I think you guys should think about this as like, you train for these things and you do these things, and a lot of times the race is just the fun part, right? So it's gonna be fun for me, I'm gonna push myself, but the whole building yourself and life is all about the process, and that's what I fall in love with. That's why I do what I do. It's not about the race, it's not about the, you know, the outcome, it's about the training. Like, fall in love with the training, and like that's what's going to get you the byproduct. And that's why I said I really don't care, me being real. That's why I didn't put out a time yet. Obviously I want to beat my first time of my only marathon, which was a 3:20, but honestly I put everything I have into this prep so far, and I've grown as a person, and that's what matters to me. Like, the training is what matters to me, and then the race is just kind of like the fun part. So that's the way I look at it. But gonna finish this run like I always do, with push-ups. One for the chest pump, but also for the mental. Like, that's not, I don't want to do it right now, but that's why I'm gonna do it. So let's do it. This is what the morning normally looks like. I'll come back from a run and Brittany's here hitting legs. So we're both getting after it, but here we go. Come on. You better not stop before me.
Okay, sounds good.
So we had the protein coffee, which is a staple after my run, just to replenish. And then we got right here, a little different than normal. Sometimes I'll put salmon, sometimes I'll put tuna. Don't knock it till you try it. Fish and eggs, amazing. So I have these tuna bacon ranch packets, one of these, actually 2 of those. And then 250 grams of egg whites, 2 eggs, some peppers in here, a slice of sourdough, and then the eggs are gonna go on the sourdough with the tuna, and then the egg whites are gonna be separate, the whole shebang. I'm gonna show you guys. I know you're so freaking excited.
See you gritty.
Gritty? You wanna see me gritty right now? How do you gritty? Wait, let me
We just
ask.
watched it. The receiver doc.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to know what to do, you guys. Wait, it's gritty. How do you gritty? I gotta watch that for a minute. I'm gonna figure it out. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. That was so bad. You know what I can do? SpongeBob from 4th grade and do the jerk. Oh, my eggs are burnt. Freaking burnt my eggs now. Now it's not gonna look aesthetic. What the hell is going on? You know why the eggs are burnt? It's because I turned the heat up because I don't want to wait, and then they get burnt.
Tell them how we go through a pan a week.
Yeah, we go through pans quite often because I like to cook with speed.
Your toast looks burnt.
My toast is burnt too. Everything's just burnt. It's okay, I'll make it nice and crispy. All right, time to show you guys the final product. I'll see you in a second. Here's the meal. We got the tuna on the dippy eggs. Now the dippy got a little excited and spilled out over on the bread. But then we got the egg whites, tuna, peppers, and yeah, this is gonna be a first meal. So we're gonna hit a workout. So I kind of tweaked my bicep a little, so I'm gonna take it light today, but just gonna show you guys what I do on a back day. Switching it up every now and then, so I'll show you guys some new exercises that I do, but yeah, bad day to be a weight. Let's get into it. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Nobody. Nobody is coming to save you. That's all on you. It's all on you. Come on. Try some max pull-ups to finish off the back workout. Now doing this after back really, I think, sends the signal to grow that back muscle. But gonna see how many we can get. My biceps hurt me a little bit. Hopefully I didn't do anything to it, but who cares? We got pull-ups. Let's do it. This is what we got. You guys know I like iced coffee, and this is a cold brew maker, which is pretty dope. I spend a good amount of money on cold brew and I hate it, so I got my own to try and make it. All you do is you put the grinds in this filter and then let it sit overnight, pull the filter out, dump it, and then drink your cold brew. So got it from Amazon, 2-quart cold brew maker. It says Country Line Kitchen. I don't know if that's a brand or not, but if you're interested, I'm not sure how good it's worked. Like, this is not sponsored or anything. I just want to try it. And if you guys want to try it, I'll update you guys on how good it is in my next YouTube video. But one thing I do want to talk about is, so I've been feeling a super large amount of fatigue and stress in my body from this marathon prep, which is kind of odd and very frustrating. And I just think it's a good reminder to understand that, like, you know, even at the level that I've been, now I'm not a pro or anything like that. I just run and weightlift a lot. But you would think over time my body I wouldn't really have many bad days, but man, I've been having some bad weeks of fatigue and tiredness and, you know, a little bit of anxiety induced stress from all of the training. So, you know, it's just something I'm working through. But I just want you guys to know that, like, if you do feel tired or if you do feel beat up, like, make sure you get off your feet, make sure you rest. That's what I'm doing. Trying to rest as much as I can, because in order to push harder, you have to, recover. So they say train hard, recover harder. That's something I need to work on, because I like to move about, like to do shit throughout the day. Even when I worked construction and was in marathon training, I was like always on my feet, and then it ended up catching up to me. So try to get off your feet in the evenings. Make sure you're sleeping enough, all the little things, and eating enough, those things too. But I just want you guys to know that, like, I feel like shit a lot of the times when I go to run, and I think it's normal. Unpopular opinion, I think it's normal. I think that, yeah, you're gonna have good days, but most of the time it's gonna suck. But here's the lesson. Am I better at dealing with things that suck now because this is what I do every day? Hell yeah. Running is still hard for me. It's still hard, but I'm just better at doing hard things. All perspective. Now, if I started making it a habit that I didn't do hard things and I didn't go for that run in the morning, I'd probably start thinking the runs are harder because I'm getting weaker mentally. That's just my mindset. That's how I think. I think it is. A lot of it's mental. A lot of it is mental. You just get better at having a bigger capacity to do hard things, physically and mentally. It's a muscle. You got to keep working it. If you don't, you lose it. That's why a lot of people get in shape and then they get fat and they lose all the weight, gain it back. It's because they're practicing that muscle, and then they think they can just, I'm just not going to stay on the diet. Well, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to go back to your old ways. It's just like if you start lifting and you stop, what do you think is going to happen? The muscle's not just going to stick on you like glue. It's going to say, hey, you're not doing the shit anymore. I don't need this muscle. It's just the reality. Here's the thing. Fitness and training, whether you want to hear it or not, this is the real truth. It's a full-time commitment. You got to love it. You got to do it. You got to do it to the level of the potential that you desire. It's most likely something that you have to commit to, for the rest of your life. Like that's the thing I think people don't understand, is it's constantly something that, and it's the truth. Like, everybody's going to say, oh, get fit fast, get jacked fast. It doesn't work like that. Like, it takes years and years, and it's worth it, because right now I'm happy with the way I look. I'm happy with, my fitness. But to be real with you, the first 7-8 years, I was annoyed. Like, I was like comparing myself, and that's just how it is. Like, it's a journey, but you got to embrace it, because what is life if you're given something and you train for a year for, what do you get out of that? Nothing. Like, you got to think, like, this is a journey. Have fun with it. This is what life's about. The ups and the downs. Like, right now I'm talking through about how I feel like shit during this marathon, but at the end of the day, like, I'm still going to train. Like, it makes it more fun. If everything was easy, I think I would be a little like, oh, this is kind of boring. There's some kind of like psychotic element to this shit where you like a badass like element where you're just like, I feel like crap and I'm going to do it anyways. Or, I'm not motivated. That's when you have your best workouts. It's a mindset thing. You got to grow the muscle. A lot of people don't understand that what you don't use, you lose. That's not just a term. All these cliche, cheesy things that people say that they want to call cheesy, they stick around because they're the truth, right? But a lot of people don't want to admit that shit, right? They just want to say, oh yeah, whatever, motivation. No, it's the reality of this life. That's why they when you do the things and these cheesy terms, they work, okay? Like when I say believe in yourself, you know why that works? Because if you don't believe in yourself, you're never going to take action. And if you don't believe in yourself, nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody cares. They don't care. It's reality. Nobody's going to run for you. Nobody's going to lift the weights for you. You have to do that shit yourself. How bad do you want it? That's all it comes down to. Like, I don't have time, or I get it. People are busy. But if you really want it, you will do it. You will find the time to do it. On a lighter note, I wish all you guys to train hard and get after it. And I really, want you guys to push yourself. That's why I put out these videos. I don't put this shit out for any other reason, just to know that I'm in your position. I was in your position. Maybe you're going through some things that I go through. Like I tell you, this shit ain't all sunshines and roses. It's hard, but that's why it's worth it. That's why life's fun. It should be hard. God, like if it was so easy, you wouldn't make progress. So just understand that, like when it's hard, look at it as like a challenge, not as oh man, it's hard. No, it's good. Learn from it, get stronger. That's the point. Okay? That's another YouTube video. Just a good conversation. I wanted to talk to you guys heart to heart. Bless up. Catch you guys in the next one.